everybody, how are you doing? And welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do Battle of the Teammates, and for a more detailed explanation, it's over to Paul up there in Birmingham.
Hi Toby, good to see you, and hi everybody. We're going to have a battle of the teammates. Which driver's going to finish ahead of the other as we go along? So Toby, Hulkenberg and Bortoleto, who do you think is going to finish higher?
I think Hulkenberg's going to finish higher. I think that's probably a given, isn't it? Well, maybe not. Who knows? But that's what I'm going with. And obviously, Bortoleto being a new fish, a rookie, I think he's got a tough car and he's going to have a tough year ahead, isn't he, adjusting?
Yeah, it's great to have, again, myself, Hulkenberg, I think will finish just ahead of Bortoleto. However, Bortoleto, I think he's talented, F2 champion of 2024. Great to have a Brazilian back on the grid. I think it's good for
great.
F1. I think it's good for him because he's back of the car this season grid. So there's not too many expectations on him. The team are obviously geared up for Audi 2026. So Hulkenberg for me, but I think Bortoleto won't be far behind him. Where do you think out of the 20 drivers Hulkenberg will finish this season?
I think it doesn't reflect very good, but I think it's the car more than him, of course. I think he's going to finish 16th.
I'm going 18th for Hulkenberg.
Wow. Okay. I thought I was doing him a misjustice there. So
maybe I am.
Okay, fair dues.
So Bortoleto?
I think one away, so I think 17th. I've gone 16th, 17th there.
And I've gone 19th for Bortoleto.
Okay,
so moving on to Williams. Exciting season for them with Carlos joining them. How do you think Williams are going to get on in terms of Sainz and Albon? Who's going to finish highest?
Well, I've put Carlos ahead. I think he's going to finish higher. I would love to see them start fighting back again. I'm just not sure the car is there. I think, both great drivers. Albon obviously knows the team. He's been there a long time now. So he knows the car, he knows the team. And Carlos, he's got our heart, hasn't he? So we want him to do well. And obviously he's a great driver. So I have put Carlos ahead.
Yeah, and myself, I think it's going to be really close between them, but I put Carlos ahead. To be honest, Albon didn't have a great season in the end last year. I think Sainz is highly motivated, mature, experienced driver now, very intelligent. So I think he'll bring a lot to the team, push it forward. Love to see him get a podium, maybe, but I think it's going to be tough. So yeah, I've gone Sainz just ahead of Albon. Top 20 then at the end of the season. Where have you put Sainz to finish?
But I've actually given him 9th. I think that's probably a little bit optimistic, but I've gone with 9th.
Well, I've actually gone 8th.
Oh, wow. Again. All right. Well, you're making me feel a whole lot better or worse. I'm not sure which way about that one. But
I couldn't find any decent drivers or cars to actually try and finish ahead of that, really, and how it's looking this coming season. So I've gone 8th for Sainz. What about Albon? Where do you think he's
I've actually gone quite low with it. I've gone 15th.
Yeah, I mean, he did finish actually 16th for last season in the end. Some strong, look at 10 top 10 performances. I've gone actually 9th for Albon. So
all right.
I think he's going to have to keep up with Sainz and he's going to have to step up a bit there. So
he's going to have to. Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, moving on to what we're calling Racing Bulls, which you've got Yuki Tsunoda and Isaac Hadjar. So yeah, who's going to finish the higher, Toby?
I've put Yuki ahead simply because, Hadjar, great F2 career, but a rookie nonetheless in Formula One. So I think it's going to take a while for him to get up to grips with everything. It's not just driving the car, is it? It's the media circus and everything. Like all of the rookies have to deal with that. But I've put Yuki ahead. He knows the team again. He knows the car, and he's kind of on a mission. I think I thought he would be promoted, and there was a lot of talk about that happening instead of Lawson, wasn't there? So he probably feels some way about that, and he might just be like, right, I've got to give it everything. Yeah,
myself as well. I've gone Tsunoda to finish higher than Hadjar, but Tsunoda is either going to just really do exceptionally well. Maybe his head's not right with the team. Maybe not motivated, so he might have a few bad races possibly. I think he's probably going to leave the team at the end of the year. Personally, I think his days are done there. He needs to move on. I'm going to go Tsunoda above Hadjar. And so where's Tsunoda going to finish in the top 20?
Well, like you said, it's pretty difficult. So I've actually got 14th.
And what about
So
Hazard?
I put him at 18th because
18th.
I don't think he's going to get anywhere. I don't,
I've gone Tsunoda 13th, and quite similar to you, Hadjar, I've gone 17th.
Okay. Oh, we're in sync a little bit here then. I like it. Okay.
Not too bad. Not too bad. That's a close one.
Not too bad. Yeah.
Okay, moving on to Haas, who really looking forward to this season with Ollie Behrman in the car, Ferrari Driver Academy. And great to see how he gets on in a full season in F1. So, Ocon, one of your favourites, Toby, or Behrman, who's going to finish highest?
Well, obviously, Ocon, no. I've gone absolutely Ollie. An absolute legend already in the sport as far as I'm concerned. So, Ollie ahead of Ocon, and I actually wish the team well. I like the team a lot, so I hope they do great. But yeah, I put Ollie.
Interesting. Now they've got that little bit of a Toyota link, haven't they, as well?
Yeah, I think. I'm not sure. I think it's just the sponsor on the car at the moment.
Yeah,
I don't think there's any more than that.
Anyway, no, that's right.
They're just dipping their toe again in the F1, aren't they, Toyota? But
they'll dip one and then they'll run a mile, won't they? Probably.
That's it. Yeah, but then they're not actually doing anything as far as helping the car. So
no, not at all. Okay, so I don't know where I've gone here, but I've gone Ocon above Behrman. Sorry, Toby.
We used to be friends. That's it. We're done. That's it. Yeah.
I do think he gets a real hard deal, to be honest. I think he's better than people think, but I've just gone a little bit above Behrman there. Okay, so you've gone Behrman highest out the two. So where's Behrman going to finish in the top 20 this year?
Yeah, I put Behrman. Behrman? Did I say Behrman? I put Behrman up at in P10. That's where I put him. I think he's going to do all right.
And Ocon, where's he going to finish?
I put him at 13th.
13th.
Just because lucky for some,
I think so. Cool.
Yeah.
So for myself, Ocon, I've gone 14th, and Behrman, I've gone 15th.
Whoa. Okay, we're not in sync anymore.
I hope he does a lot better than that, of course.
I really do. Yeah, I think he's capable of it. I think he will.
Yeah. Moving on to Alpine, we have Gasly there again this season, joined by Jack Doohan. So, Toby, who's going to finish highest?
I put Gasly ahead, and I think he'll destroy Doohan. That's what I think. I always rated Gasly. I like him. I think he's a very smart driver and a very smart human being. So, not that has much to do with driving, but I just like the guy. But I also think he's very good, and I think he's never. I know he's had some chances in the past. He just wasn't ready for it. But I think he's very good. So, and I like him. So
yeah, I think again I've gone Gasly above, which I think is pretty obvious for most. I think in this respect, Gasly. I don't know whether he's going to be one of those through his F1 career where you've seen other drivers similar where never quite got his opportunity. I know he was at Red Bull. It's probably a little bit too early. The car didn't suit him, but never quite got the opportunity and might just fizzle along the midfield to the end of his career. But we'll see. Jack Doohan, I'm worried he won't finish the season, to be honest. I think Colapinto's now there on a long-term deal as well. He's, on his shoulders. If he has a few bad races, there could be a change there. Where are you going to put Gasly in the top 20?
I put Gasly P12. That's where I put him. Although I think I have a sneaking suspicion I'm going to be miles away with these, especially this one, because that car actually showed some promise towards the end of the season.
Yeah.
The last 2 or 3 races, it actually stepped forward. I know that they had the upgrades on one car and not the other, but it was actually suddenly a bit competitive, and so who knows going into 25 season where that's going to be. But so I'm judging this on previous performance, not on that, which I probably should have done. But I put him at P12.
Right. And poor old Jack, where's he going to end up?
Jack Doohan, I'm not expecting anything good from. I've got to be honest. So I put him at P19.
P19. Okay, we're pretty close on this one. We actually got one same. So Gasly, I went 12th.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And Jack, I'm afraid, is plumb last in 20th place.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Well, we're sort of back in sync again. I like it.
I like it a bit in that one.
Yeah.
So, Aston Martin, Toby,
The
Alonso
Aston.
Stroll again this season. Who's going to be
Whoop-de-doo.
highest?
Who? Well, oh, let me think about that.
Yeah,
I think
yeah. It's a tough
Fernando
wait.
might
It's a
just.
few sleepless nights trying to work this one.
I think Fernando might just edge ahead there. If I'm honest. So yeah, Fernando,
Cool.
the legend.
Yeah, yeah, you can't not bet against Fernando. Yeah, Alonso to finish ahead, most definitely again this season. Again, Lance Stroll. I can't see him racing the following season. I think he'll be moved to do something else within the structure personally, whether it's WEC or management. We will see. It doesn't look as if he's that motivated, to be honest. What I saw in 2024. Fernando Alonso, where's he going to finish in the top 20?
So I've put Fernando at P8. That's
Yeah.
where I think he's going to finish. Let's hope that car gets more competitive.
Yeah.
Again. But yeah, P8 for Fernando.
And Lance Stroll.
Lance Stroll is my plumb last choice. So I put him at P20, baby.
Oh, dear. Okay, so I've gone Fernando at P10, finished 10th in the season. And Lance, I'm probably very kind, and I've gone 16th. Lance to finish this season.
Very generous, very generous.
Very generous.
Yeah. Yeah. But he does have one or two good races a season, and then that's it. Wallop, he's done, isn't he?
That's it, yeah. Just to keep his name in for the following season, isn't it? Okay, Mercedes, Toby. So we
Yay!
Kimi Antonelli joining George Russell this season, as Lewis is obviously at Ferrari. So who's going to finish highest?
Well, I've put George Russell to finish higher.
Ooh, that was tough to say from you.
It was tough, mate. You're right. No, I love Antonelli. I love him. I think he's fantastic. I just wish he wasn't driving for Mercedes, but I think he's fantastic. It's a great opportunity. Any F1 seat is a great opportunity. No one's going to turn it down, no matter what team. So if you're trying to get into the sport, I think he's great. But he does have a lot of pressure on his shoulders going in. In this season, I don't think anyone can dispute that. So he's young. He's again a rookie. He's got a lot to learn in a very short time. So let's hope a lot to live up to. I wish the guy well. I think he's great, but I think George will just, he's been there longer. He knows the game now, so his head will be in a better pace.
Yeah, same with me. I've gone George as well. I think he'll be obviously team leader. Obviously experience. Yep. I think he will finish above Kimi.
The new Lewis.
He is, yeah. The team Mercedes Merc leader. Yeah, it's all down to him now. He's the main man, so we'll see. How he gets on. So, George, where's he going to finish in the top 20?
I've put George in P6. That's where I think he's going to finish. He's always there or thereabouts. Kimi, I've little harshly maybe, but I think it's just the reality of the situation. I put P10.
Okay. Very similar to yourself here. I've gone George Russell P6, and I've gone Kimi Antonelli P11, finish 11.
Wow. So, we're like pretty on it here. That's good. Yeah.
We'll both be totally out, but we're pretty close together, so that's all good.
It's unbelievable. And we haven't discussed this before either. This is
it's brand new to us.
Like it.
No discussions. Yeah. Okay, Red Bull. So a lot of their key people have left. The car struggled the second half of last season. Max, if he's not getting the wins, can easily go off. We've got Liam Lawson joining him this season. So Toby, I'm sure I know your answer here, but who's going to finish highest?
I think not obviously, but I think Max is gonna absolutely crucify any of his teammates, to be honest. But Max will be ahead, I think.
Yeah, I've gone the same. I mean, obviously, Red Bull set up for Max again this year. Liam's there to do, and he's been told he's there to play second fiddle and do what he needs to for Max and also the team. And obviously, he's pretty lucky to get that seat, isn't he? Really? So I think so. Brought into Racing Bulls last last year for the last, I think, 6 races.
Yeah.
Suddenly now promoted again because there's not really anyone there to step in.
Exactly.
That was
exactly.
Tsunoda for some reason. I think there must be something going on in the background regarding Tsunoda. So,
well,
anyway,
I wasn't sure whether it was a Honda tie. I know we're kind of off topic here, but I think Red Bull, the Red Bull catch up. There was some Honda tie that they don't want to let him go. I think that was,
right,
maybe
sure,
I'm wrong there, but it could be something to do with
and I think
contracts.
obviously you got the Aston Martin Honda. There's got to be something going on there.
I think so. Yeah, but
interesting. Obviously, Max, champion last year, expects to win the championship. So where's Max going to finish?
So I've put Max at P3. I'm not sure the car will be there this year. Cool. Everyone seems to have closed the gap. So I think I'm going to go with P3.
And Liam Lawson.
I've gone with a rather generous P8. Yeah. But again, if the car's good, and Lawson can drive, he's good. So I think he'll be P8. I think.
I've gone Max, same as yourself, Toby, P3. Again, I think the car's not race winning this season so much. I've been pretty kind with Liam Lawson here. I think also because I can't think of what other teams and drivers will finish above him.
That's I'm
not saying he's great, and the car, but therefore I've gone P7. So I think I'm being pretty generous with Liam there.
You are, yeah. But anything can happen. Who knows?
Absolutely, yeah. That's it. So moving on to the team that matters, our team, Ferrari. It's going to be so exciting this season. So Toby, I think I know your answer on this one here, but who's going to finish top, Leclerc or Hamilton?
Forza Charles. It's going to have to be Charles for me ahead of Lewis, I'm afraid. Sorry, Lewis fans. Nothing against the guy, but always Charles. And so it's Charles for me. Yes.
I think it's going to be very tight, personally, but I'm going for Charles as well. I think he's just going to have the edge this season, and he's going to be really motivated to ensure he's the top man there, as he's been for many years now. So, Charles, where's he going to? This is the big one. Is he going to win the championship, Toby?
Well, this is it, mate. I've actually predicted. I'm going to predict it now. Charles for the championship. So I've gone P1, baby. Fantastic. It's him all the way.
That'll be awesome. That'd be great. So Lewis, is he going to finish second or further back?
I've gone, and I'm not saying anything about the Pirelli tyre test times that he was 1.5 seconds, slower than Charles. We're not going to talk about that because obviously those times are irrelevant.
Yeah.
But so anyway, I've gone Hamilton P5.
P5. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So I have gone Charles, and I need to stick to what I said in our Christmas podcast, which you may or may not remember what I went with.
I don't remember even what we said on that. No, sorry, mate.
I didn't think you would. So, I've gone. I'm hoping Charles obviously to win it. I really do, big Charles fan. I've gone P2 for Charles, and he's going to finish second this season in the championship. And I've gone the same as you for Lewis. I think I'm looking at 5th for Lewis, P5 for Lewis.
Yeah. Yeah, we're on it, mate. We've got the thing. Yeah, we've got the whatever that is. Yeah.
We come to the constructors champions last year, McLaren, who were second half of the season were just absolutely flying.
Absolutely.
So, and this is good. This is a real tight one, I think. Lando and Oscar, they're very close. So who you got? I know you're a big Oscar fan, so who you got for there, Toby?
I am, and I think this is where we're going to differ in our ratings. I think this will be opposite here. I think so. I've actually put Oscar ahead.
I thought you might.
Controversial, maybe, but I've gone for Oscar ahead. I think this year we're going to see him, absolutely gunning for it, and he's played his team game. He knows everything. He's embedded in the team now. He knows the car. He knows the team. He's played the team game last year. He helped Lando. Like now, he knows if he needs that back, he's got to do it up front and go for it. And let's face it, the guy can drive. Like he's absolutely fearless, ferocious,
very, very cool, isn't he? And calm and
everything's together. Smart. He's on the radio. He's always cool, as you say, and just incredibly brave and quick. I think so.
Yeah, I've gone Lando to finish ahead of Oscar, but as I said, it could go either way. It's really difficult to call.
Yep.
They're going to be pretty close, I feel. So,
Yeah.
where's Oscar going to finish this year, Toby?
Well, I put Oscar P2.
Peter.
I think he's going to be,
Yeah.
right up there. I think he's going to be fighting for whoever is up there. I think he's going to be fighting for it at the front. It's going to be one of those up and down peaks and valleys season with them,
Yeah.
but I think overall he will prevail to P2.
And Lando?
Lando, I've done P4.
P4.
I think that's it. I think he'll give up. He'll have a huff and puff and give up mid-season.
Well, I've gone Lando P1. I think he's going to win the championship. I think Lando this season, this is his season. He needs to do it before the new regulations, because you don't know what the car's going to be like in 2026. So I think this is the season. He's sort of getting to that sort of. He's been in Formula One a while now. I think it's time to his chance. He's been winning Grand Prix again, this in 2024.
Yeah.
Oscar, I think it's be tight, but I think he's going to be P4.
Right.
I think the top five are going to be really tight in terms of points this season. So, yeah, it's a different.
I think so.
At the end of the season, we'll come back to our predictions and see how we both got on and see who did the best. We'll see maybe who did the best in the predictions at the end there.
I never do well in these things, Paul. You know that. It's always you. It's always.
Well, maybe. It might be your turn this year. And then, obviously, if you've got any comments about what our predictions, please comment. That'd be great. So my top five were: in fifth place, Lewis Hamilton; fourth, Oscar Piastri; third, Max Verstappen; two, Charles Leclerc; and champion Lando Norris. So, Toby, your top five were?
My top five: Hamilton P5, Lando P4. I think I went Max to P3.
Yeah.
P2, Oscar, and of course P1. Forza Charles. Come on.
Forza Charles. Come on.
Let's do this.
Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed the podcast. We've got lots more podcasts coming in 2025. So thanks again, and Forza Ferrari.
Forza.